Yo, yo, yo! Welcome everybody, and welcome to the 55th episode of Dartford Vanarama to UCL starring Dartford FC. Competition screen: Premier Division 1, Champions League 1, FA Cup 1, Carabao Cup 1, Community Shield 1. This marks the end of our save game and our journey. It doesn't make sense to just continue on. I think we've established the team as a solid Premier League 1, competing for the championship. We won the Champions League for the first time in the club's history. We won the Carabao Cup, I think, the third time. The FA Cup, the first time, I think. And the Community Shield for the first time. Now, what this entails is most likely that since we've established ourselves, it's really up uphill from here. I mean, it's not really uphill. It's more of a we've already won everything. I think we can do that again next seasons. It's for the moment it's just meh. I'm not about to play the game anymore. It kind of got to a very boring point where we can actually win. Don't look at the Champions League final result. I had to remake the game. I fucked up some save games while trying to sim forward for the video, and I fucked up everything. So I had to go back, replay the game. And it finished 4-0. If I remember correctly, we won 2-1 or 2-0. I don't remember. I haven't played this game for. I haven't loaded up FM for 5 days, I think. So yeah, not really remembering how it finished, but we won the Champions League if I remember correctly. You can just check the other episode. If you haven't checked the other episode, what are you doing here? Go check it, then come back. We won everything. We will be retiring. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the squad right now. Then move throughout the years to see the squad then, see the legends at the club, the icons, and whatnot. So, this season, I think we had a fairly strong squad. We had some new arrivals that helped us massively into our title bid and the Champions League bid. And the problem I had was at goalkeeping. We brought in Ronaldo and he did precisely what we paid him, what we paid for. 44 mil for this guy. He looks crazily good. He was a massive upgrade to what we had beforehand. We unfortunately had to sell Kosic, so we need to we needed to go into the market for another inside forward of sorts. We went for Patakas, mostly for his physicals, but also his technicals and his mentals. 16 off the ball, 16 composure, 17 finishing, 16 first touch, and coupled with his ability with the ball at his feet, with his agility and balance, and with his speed, raw speed, it meant that he looked like a ready-made signing. Unfortunately, he hasn't really played that well. But then again, first season, he is a very good player. Paid a lot of money for him, much more than he warranted, I want to say, but he was the only option we could have afforded and who really wanted to come to us. Now, regarding the other first team players, I think a standout performer throughout the season was Velasquez. He scored a lot of goals. Again, he does what he does best. He didn't really play that much, neither last season nor this one, mostly because of injury problems. Gary played very well this season. He in basketball, when you have over 10 goals and assists, I mean goals, you know what I mean. It's called a double double. He really scored a double double here. A triple double even with an above 7 average rating. He played very well. He's finally playing, I think, to his abilities, to his raw speed, technicals, and all that bull crap. Is the fourth season at the club and the season that he was playing the most football in, and I think most of it comes down to the fact that he actually played well. Jacob again played decently for us. I don't want to say again new signing 73 mil paid for him. He wasn't amazing or crazily good. He is on paper an amazing player, but he played very well. Rob Cooper again very well playing in the midfield. Again, same old from Rob Cooper. He's one of those players that you can rely on. He's already made his mark on the team. He has been here for what? One, two, three, four seasons, and 4 seasons in which he has been a starter for us. Came on a free from Chelsea. I looked at this guy. I knew about this guy from the first season he joined at Chelsea. Wanted to sign him on loan for so many years, but he never wanted to join us. He finally did so when we were in the Prem. It's already 4 years in the Prem or 5 years in the Prem. Crazy. Bozic was another signing that we made to that halfback or with our transition to a halfback, and he really fit the bill. He's a crazily good player. He's super highly valued. He's for 6 mil, I mean 7 mil, let's say 7 mil. I think he looks fantastic, and his passing and vision really speak volumes of his versatility because he's not only a halfback. He can also slot in as a deep lying playmaker, maybe an advanced playmaker as well, barring his dribbling and flair. Again, very good player. I like the look of him throughout the season. I think he was one of the staples of our team. He was quite clearly one of the best players. Disregard the average rating. A halfback will never get huge average ratings. But when you look at the highlights, when you look at the games, you see how involved he was with the build-up play, how involved he was with everything regarding creating chances from the get-go. And this is what we wanted and what we got. Now, regarding the defensive positions, the Aztec has been sensational for us. Second season at us, I want to say, yeah, second season. He really has been playing crazily good since we signed him. He's a very good player, very good left back, wing back on attack. He came in to replace Luca, and I think he did that and more. He's just, in my opinion, so much better as a wing back on attack. Again, Luca is better defensively. But the Aztec is crazily good offensively, and this is what we wanted. We wanted a player that would dart on the left hand side, especially more so this season where we played with the halfback, more wide center backs. It kind of made sense for him to just be a physical presence, darting through the left lane a little bit, getting involved in the final third. He has 9 assists and 3 goals, so he was. Stewart, his counterpart on the right hand side. Again, a good player that I would have replaced probably this season or the next one, but probably this season, in all honesty. Again, good player. He's a sensational, but he's played very well for us until now. 42 caps for the Northern Ireland national team. Again, wing back on attack, very good defensively, quite clearly. But I don't think he is that sensational going forward. Again, very good physicals that certainly helped him a lot. Very good mentals as well. His technicals, okay. His crossing especially, but his dribbling, not so much. He could put in a cross though, so I guess that works for him. Tehera, again, our best center back by far. He's a crazily good player, valued very highly, and for good reason. He is a fantastic center back. I just love him, especially his physicals. His physicals are crazily good. He is one of he's our captain and one of the players that I think were irreplaceable for us this season where we won everything. He was just so good, and he even slotted in as a halfback. Barbosa, another player similar to Tejera, but again, a player I was looking to also replace. His his single saving grace is his mentals, which are fantastic. I haven't seen any other center back with mentals like his, except for his composure. They are all very good. I couldn't find any center back with better mentals, and I decided, okay, I have Tehera, who is a physical and technical beast. Let's play Barbosa, who mentally is crazily good. Again, when looking at defensive mistakes and goals conceded, the majority of them are Barbosa's fault. So keeping that in mind, maybe my gamble didn't pay off the way I thought it would, especially in the Champions League where his rating is very poor. Mostly because he isn't ready made for that level. Yes, in the Prem you're playing teams like, by the way, Liverpool relegated. Next episode, next series is starting in December probably or end of November. Is trying to bring Liverpool back to the Premier League. Now, as I will be seeming through the years, I'm making saves at certain points so that I can take over Liverpool in at their worst. I don't want them next season and just bring them back to the Prem in one season, win the Prem in 2 seasons. I want something a little more to just get us through February at least. So yeah, we'll be probably picking my main hopes is that Liverpool will be eventually relegated to the League One, and then I can take him on. I'll take them on, but we'll see. Little sidetrack over there. But yeah, Barbosa in the Premier League is playing against teams like Middlesbrough, Sheffield, Brighton, Forest, Leeds. You know, teams you really think we should be playing well against, and we are playing well against. But with Bozic helping out in the defensive parts, you really couldn't really notice the huge mistakes they both used to do in previous years. But yeah, Barbosa and Stewart were two players I was very keen on replacing eventually this season or the next one. Now, looking at the bench a little bit, we have Delstrom, the backup goalkeeper. 16 games played this season. He's been fantastic in those games. He even played the Champions League final. He played important games throughout the season because Ronaldo was injured, and he was fantastic in those. I like the looks of him. He looks fantastic. Puentes, he was very good when we signed him. Unfortunately, kind of fizzled out, and yeah, a backup player at most. I think the main man for this season was Gustav Strand. Crazily good complete forward. I love the look of him. He scored a fair few goals in his debut season at us at 19 years old, 18 years old, mind you. 21 goals in all competitions. Again, crazily good. I was not expecting such a good return for him, especially his taking into account his young age. But he has been crazily good, and I just love him. His physicals could do with a little bit of improvement, that's for certain. Malin is one of the strange guys. He's super highly valued. I don't think he's better than Gary. I don't think he's better than a lot of players, but he is very versatile. He still has a little bit of potential left. He has played well this season. Now, last season he was meh. This season, crazily good. I played him much more than I did last year's, and I think that kind of paid off. But I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing about this guy. I like him as a rotational option. I wouldn't like him as a starter. Let's put it that way. Brush again. Sam Brush, the right back. Actually, I was thinking next season, if I were to remain at Dartford, I think I would have played Brush ahead of Stewart and sold Stewart probably another younger Brush would join on. I don't know. He's improving crazily good. He was a wonder kid. Now I think he has the potential to be one of the best right backs in the game. He has the physicals, he has the mentals, he has the technicals, he has everything to be a very offensive right back. He even can slot in as a left wing back. Again, played him there a fair bit. He is left-footed, mind you, so probably this is where he should be playing at. But he's a natural at right back, so I don't know. Maybe inverted wing back, but I don't use inverted wing backs. I never got them to work, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the new manager will know what to do with him. The other guys are just here for I don't know reasons. These were my main players. Blagojevic again, the third choice center back, a very good player, very fast player, decent in the air, very good mentals. He looks fantastic. Slama as well. Slama is a little bit more of a physical presence, I wanted to say, but no, he's actually worse than Blagojevic. He's way worse than Blagojevic. Better defensively, like technically, but I don't know. Maybe position wise, aggression wise, but other than that, I think Blagojevic really takes the nut. Takes the nut. Medrano, another player that we signed for just to sell as a profit, honestly. And I think we will. The new manager will be doing that. Moreno and Alvarez are players we signed for the future. We signed them to get them trained at club. At 18 years old, they played a little bit this throughout the year, and I think they both performed well given their age, their relative squad status. They were both very good, much better than Medrano, I want to say. Because Medrano played a small amount of games. Now, it's really not quantifiable that much. Brush played 26 appearances this season. Holy shit. Amazing player. Kusi, just a young player I promoted. Peinado, another player that I've signed to get trained at club. 18 years old. He looks fantastic. He played more games that I would have liked this season. But the problem is I could not play him just because he was that good. Like he really was very good in those games, and he played in fairly big games as well, and he played well. So yeah, good player. From the loan outs, I think Dorival is the crazy good one. Again, would have loved for him to develop a little more. He hasn't really developed, so I don't know what to make of him. We paid 10 million for him. Probably we'll be selling him for a profit, and that would be it. I think he played well in the championship. See, that's the thing. He played very well, but he didn't improve. And yeah, Al Maliki actually played very well for his Hearts club. I He didn't though, right? 17 goals. I mean, his average rating is poor, but he scored a lot of goals. Huh. I don't know what to make of this. I thought by looking at the goals scored he would be good, but then average rating and maybe he scored goals but didn't do anything else. Who knows? Let's look a little bit about throughout the where do we find it? Where do we find it? The legends. It's Tony Berman and me. We have Charlie Sheringham, a player that I played for one season then released. Lyle Augustine, Boston United. He came from Aldershot on 3K on a 3K transfer fee. Played 2 seasons for us in the Premier League. He came in League Two. He started out as a substitute, then gradually worked his way into the first team. Then, throughout our whole League One and Championship campaigns, he was a staple of the first team. He played very well, scored a lot of goals, created a lot of chances for us. Then in the Prem, the first season he played as a substitute. He didn't really perform, neither in the next season because he really wasn't made for the Prem. Then we managed to finally offload him to Birmingham in the Championship, where he barely played for them. So I feel like a clown because this guy in the Championship used to be our starting striker and our best player. So maybe he worked in our system, and that's what worked. We were playing the 4-4 at that point, so probably he had just a lot of support. Then he finally reached Boston in League Two this season, where he played quite a few games, mind you, and he played rather well. He was released. Pepel retired. After us, he went to Nantong in China, played a couple of games for them, scored a few goals, and retired. He was an amazing player for us throughout the years. Again, League Two, League One, Championship a little bit. Very good player. He was replaced by Augustine actually, eventually. Steven Gura, another icon for us. I want to check that. He was, I think, the first signing we made in the Prem, or one of the first signings we made in the Prem, coming on a free from Harvard. The Frenchman was very good throughout the seasons. First 2 seasons, he was okay. Then I brought him back into the first team, and he just turned out of nowhere and scored goals, created chances. He was a huge presence aerially. Played him on the side as an inside forward, just contesting every floated ball with fullbacks meant that he was winning every header because fullbacks are generally shorter than 16 jumping range. So yeah, very good player for us. Sold him for 15 mil to Middlesbrough in the Prem. He played quite a bit there, but didn't really shine there. Other players would be that's it. Let's look at the best 11 now. So this is the overall best 11. It's Corey Edai. Oh my God, we sold this guy. We had this guy in the Prem. We sold him into Bologna. Then he joined Rimini and eventually retired. Nathan Stewart is at right back. Tehera and Barbosa center backs. Matty Carson as a left back. Holy shit, the memories. Again, championship memories. We got this guy in the championship on a free, if I remember correctly, or we paid a measly fee for him. Then I think after Luca came, no, was it Luca or somebody else? I don't remember that much, but I think it was Luca, right? I cannot remember. Was it Luca? No, between Carson and Luca, we had some other left back on loan, I think, and then Luca came. But we basically sold him to Inverness. He joined Inverness where he played a fair bit. Then Falkirk down in uh, League One in the Scottish leagues. Again, very good player when we needed him. Now it's Maloney. Holy fuck. He stayed 4 seasons with us. Then he joined Dulwich Hamlet. I think we sold him in League One because he really wasn't League One quality or League Two. I don't remember which one, but he really didn't wasn't there. Wasn't it? He joined Dulwich Hamlet where played made 17 appearances in 3 years. Again, decent player for us. For Dulwich Hamlet, apparently he was not. But for us, he brought us to League Two, so or rather the Vanarama National League, then to League Two. So yeah, I can't be too mad at him. Rob Cooper, the other interesting. We're using the 4-4 in the overall best 11, though I transitioned from it quite a few years ago. But for the majority of the save game, we play this system. Then we have Kosic on the right. I mean, Kosic is just fucking Christ. I want to sign him back. I wanted to sign him. I hope in the Liverpool save game I manage to bring an aged but still very good Kosic to Anfield. This will be my best, my target. Bring Liverpool back to the Prem and sign Kosic at all costs. Look at the average rating he has for Madrid. Look at the number of goals he scored for them. I only had him 3 seasons, and in these 3 seasons, he's been one of the best strikers I've ever had in FM. The other was in a Roma save on a free. I got a English striker called Matt Nugent. Holy shit, he was precisely like Kosic, crazily good player, and I got that guy on a free from Leeds in a Roma save. This feels the same. He is my new Matt Nugent. Again, a complete forward, a player that could do it all. This guy is the best striker in the game right now, and we had him for 3 seasons before we sold him. But yeah, I'm still having nightmares about how good this guy was. Augustine as a left inside forward, Papel as a deep lying forward because that's what he is. Jack Stevens, advanced forward. I don't remember when we sold him. Maybe in the championship, I want to say, though I'm not very sure. No, it wasn't the championship. It was League One, I think. It was either League One or two. He played for us a few seasons. He was very good. No, we got him in Vanarama National League South. We played him to Vanarama National League. Then we sold him. Yeah, I think when we reached League Two, we sold him because he wasn't really made for it. I mean, he wasn't really it. He went to Dagenham and Redbridge. I never managed to Dagan Red. He went to Dagan Red for 3 seasons before he retired at 29. I think he should have played more for them, but apparently he played very poorly. A very good player for us. He really did his thing. He was, I mean, 1 goal every 2 games. What more can you ask for a striker, especially in promotion bids in the lower leagues? So I really loved him. He was incredible for us. Charlie, my man Charlie, the guy that we sold to Al Nassr for 12 million. We got him on loan from Chelsea in the Championship. He played very well for us. Then his contract was just expiring at Chelsea. He didn't want to come to us. He went to Celtic instead, where he played as a backup role. We entered the Prem, and I needed a new goalkeeper. I sold Edai to Bologna and got this guy for 6 mil for 2 seasons. Before I got who was after Duar? There was another, or no, I think Edai was after Duar, and before Duar we had Arthur. Yeah, we had Arthur before Duar. My bad. Arthur is the goalkeeper that brought us from the championship to the Prem. Then he was replaced by Duar, who was replaced in turn by Edai, who was replaced in turn by Roberto. Ronaldo, not Roberto. What the fuck, Ronaldo? He played very well in Saudi Arabia. I'm really glad he found his groove there. Again, 400k per week, way too much for me. Way too much for this club. Charlie Robinson, holy shit. So, Charlie Robinson was a player that joined us in League 2. He was nowhere near the level of other League 2 players. He was way above League 2 level. He was championship level. He was at the championship level, and we managed to sign him in League 2. Then he played for us for 4 seasons before running down his contract. I think he didn't want to renew his contract. He wanted to move to a bigger club. And he moved to Cardiff. Hmm. Joke's on you, pal. He was very good for us. He was very consistent. I loved him. He was our best defender by far at that point. He joined Cardiff where he played he played for 4 years as a starting player. Then kind of fizzled out the first team before being sold for 3 mil to Stoke. Holy shit. At some point this guy was valued at 10 mil. But we let him go on a free. Let that sink in. Puentes is on the bench. I don't know how to feel about that. Check Ford. Oh my god. This was a player that got us through to the Skybet League 2 and 1. And I think also the championship, right? I think he entered the Prem. I want to say he entered the Prem. He was crazily good for us. I still remember this guy. When we signed him in the first season, he just set the world alight for us. Something we didn't have. He was a very fast inside forward that was also an amazing finisher. He was at that time the only player who played in the Prem, like ever. He played one game for Watford in the Prem. Oh my god, he was crazily good. I still remember him. So he won the National League, League 2, and League 1 with us. And I think he also made it to the Prem, but I don't remember. No, I think we sold him in either in our last season in the Championship or in the first season in the Prem. I think today's episode is a trip down memory lane. Do the resign button, and on Wednesday we'll be doing the 1, 2, and 5 years into the future, and on Friday we have 10, 15, and 20 years into the future. Florent Boya, he is, I think, my first signing in the save game. 2023, he played for 2 or 3 seasons for us before selling him because he was fucking useless. I remember seeing his profile. He was like very physical, and I thought to myself, okay, this is what I want. I want a physical player. I want a beast in the box, a target forward. Before switching to a 4-4, where he played that deep lying forward role, and he shined in that for 1 season. Then he turned to complete crap. I don't remember who replaced him. It was fucking Pepple that replaced him. So we got this guy. Our first signing, I was okay. He's gonna be great for us. He was for 1 or 2 seasons. Then he turned to shit. He left for Pristina in Kosovo, where he played like shit for a couple of years. He had 15 goals for them, 50 goals for them, but his average ratings were crap. In the first season at Pristina, I think he was on a 6.3 or something like that. I was so fed up with him, and finally I brought in Pepel, who was just 2 leagues above this guy, and I was like, okay, Pepel is starting, you can go to hell. Ah, Florent, my first signing of the save game, I think. Either him or Bogdan Marian. He retired at 35, so at least he had a career, you know. Luca, Chris Gills, oh my God, why is he here? Why are you here, friend? He was a guy we got on a free. He was supposed to be this he was supposed to be like this crazy prospect for the future. Granted, he was very highly regarded, especially for our level back then, but he never amounted to anything. He mostly made cup appearances before finally releasing the guy. Holy shit, I think at some point I thought, okay, this is the shit. This is gonna be one of the best inside forwards or strikers we have in the save game. And he turned to crap. Now, this was a guy that had crazy speed, pretty good technicals as well, decent mentals, and I was thinking, looking on paper, right? Okay, he's gonna be great for us. I can feel it. I mean, he has all these attributes that tick all the boxes, and he never performed for us. Most of the goals he scored were against lesser opposition in the cup games. In the leagues, everything, he just didn't do much. We sold him for 150k to Plymouth, and there he barely played for them. He made 4 appearances in 3 years before retiring at 26. Holy shit! Still remember this guy. He was like, I guess, the biggest letdown, one of the biggest letdowns for me going forward, because I was like, on paper he should be one of the best players we ever had, but he never really performed. He never really performed for us. So keeping that in mind, we're doing the unthinkable. We've been here for how much? How much? Can I see a timeline of sorts? I mean, this was such a nice idea, but it just looks too much, for how many years? 14 years in the job? Holy shit, so many years. Welcome abroad, assisting the manager. Dartford won 5 games in a row. Sheringham departs. Yes, he was crap. A team can only take so many L's until, yeah, the three Dartford succumbed in a row. Yep, yep. I still remember that. Power completed his takeover and became the new owner. I don't remember that shit. Then we had a new year. Isaac McDougall, Jacob Reed. Oh my God, the youngsters, the first intake. Florent Boyer, 20 goals. He was very good in the first season, I remember. In the second, he was decent, but by the third season, he was crap. Tafari Moore, holy shit, the right back. Oh, the memories. Well, it is what it is, I guess. By the way, another thing that you need to know. We have one more signing. So, I line up a lot of signings for the player, for the manager that will take over me. We have this guy coming in, very good prospect for the future, very good right back. Jan David, a center back, that's again an amazing center back for the future, very good physicals, very good mentals for his age, crazy technicals, he's gonna be great. Kang Jin Sung, again, a playmaker for the future, 18 years old, that's amazing. Van der Rent finally got the guy. I'm so bummed that I won't be managing him. I've looked at this guy for years now. He's crazily good. He signed for Dartford. We paid 35 mil for him, but he's coming in on a 300k per week contract. But he's just so good. I'm curious to see how he'll perform with a new manager because I know. I think he can be one of the best players I mean, he is one of the best players in the world right now. Anderson, a prospect as a striker, again, 18 years old, a very good prospect for the future. Wisner from Dortmund as well, another striker, very strong, very good in the air for 17 years old, very good finishing, composure. Everything looks good for him at 17. I think he's gonna be great for Dartford moving forward. So keeping that in mind, let's do the unthinkable. Let's resign and yeah. Um, I've got no intention of changing my mind. Ah, shit. I feel like crap when doing this. I've never done this before. See, that's the thing. I never had the save game when I was like, okay, this is it. Confirmation, we respect your decision. How much we appreciate the success you have brought here. I mean, I established your club. My successor should be good. I had to retire after what? 60% win rate is amazing. 22% loss rate. Six cup, six cups, six leagues. Absolute bombshell. Can't believe. What are we going to do now? Hire somebody good, I think. I hope. I mean, we have six cups, six leagues, 60% win rate in 754 games. It's been a roller coaster of a save game. I loved every minute of it. In search for new manager, Jurgen Klopp. Oh my God, if they can manage to get Jurgen Klopp, that would be great. Even Dam is good. Like he really is crazily good. Luis Enrique, either of these guys, I think will be great. If I were to choose, I think I would go with Jurgen Klopp. Please, please, please join Dartford, please. Yeah, whatever Max Ixo does, whatever. They have a lot of money in the bank, mind you. So I really think they should be doing very well. They have a huge bank balance. They have huge reputation now. Very good training facilities, amazing youth recruitment, good youth facilities. I mean, everything about this club is good. Maybe the stadium could be a little better, but then again, 25k, it's not that bad. Nottingham has 30, so it's slightly less so than Nottingham Forest. Make of that what you will, but 25k is actually pretty decent in my eyes. So keeping that in mind, thank you everybody for joining. Oh, look, Hull City has 25 as well, so we are even. Thank you for joining for this episode. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how the club fares with my successor in the future. I guess we'll be seeing us soon. If you like this video, if you like the save game, leave a subscribe, leave a like. It's been one hell of a journey. I loved every second of it and looking forward to see what the future holds for both the club and the new save game. See ya! Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. See ya!